Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Friday, December 29th, and we are here answering your financial questions. I know it's the end of the year. I know it's just a few days to go. It's all right. We are still answering questions. And because I know time is short, you want to just get into the content. As a reminder, if you want to join us on the air, JillOnMoney.com. That is your magic website. Click the Contact Us button. Either write us your note. And if you can keep it short if you want to come on the air. Mark does everything else. Right now, let's talk to Mo, who's on the line from Seattle. Hi, Mo.
Hi, Jill.
What's going on?
Well, not much. I'm ready to retire. I need you to give me the thumbs up.
Are you 76? I'll let you retire at 76.
Well, we'll see. So I turned 55 this year. And I always thought that I would retire at 55, but the stock market hasn't been great.
Wait a minute. Why 55? Do you have a pension or something?
At that time I did, and I have a small pension then, yes. But I think things have changed. I actually want to continue to work part-time.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That makes me feel a lot better. So
I thought you'd like that.
Okay. So how much do you earn right now?
So about $200,000.
Oh, all right. Do you put money away into retirement? And if so, how much have you accumulated?
Okay. Yes, I do. So ever since I was 22, I've been told to max out and send everything to retirement. So at least 12% of my pay since I was 22 always goes to retirement. So yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, is it pre-tax right now or like all pre-tax money?
No, I didn't start doing the Roth IRAs till recently.
Mm-hmm. Well, give me the pre-tax amount that you've saved.
Probably 100,000. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, that's post-tax.
Aha. So Roth is 100,000 and pre-tax is?
And pre-tax is everything else up to 1.5 mil.
Oh my God. So you have 1.4 million in pre-tax money?
Yeah.
In retirement?
Yeah. I've been working a lot, Jill.
Oh, stop. How much money do you have in like safe money, brokerage, savings, anything that's not retirement?
Yeah. So non-retirement in stocks, I have about 300K, and that's, individual stocks as well as, your index 500, S&P 500. Yep. And then savings, as in like 4.3% savings, is probably about 120K. I think of that as my emergency fund. So that's my non-retirement.
But that's great. What about your home? How much is it worth?
Oh, okay. So I have one home here, and it's about 1.2 mil worth.
Oh my God.
And I think I only owe less than 150, and I'm at 2% mortgage. So I'm holding on to that. That's like free money, right, Jill?
Yes, ma'am. You have a second property?
I do. So with the pandemic, everybody started moving away from, our hometown over here. And so I just bought a property in another state. I'll just say that.
Okay.
It's worth about 500K, but I think I owe like 250.
Is anyone living in that now? I mean, are you renting it?
It's my vacation home until I actually do this part-time retirement thing.
Mm-hmm. So if you look at these two houses and living your life, how much does it cost you to live? What is your current expense level?
So what I have written down is I'll probably need an income of about $7,500 a month. That includes the 2 mortgages and any other expenses
That's not very much considering how that you have these 2 homes. Are we sure about that, or is that ambitious?
I don't go anywhere, Jill. I just go between the 2 homes. That's my vacation.
Okay, that seems good. That's cool. So, and it's just you? You don't have
Just me.
Okay. And what about the period of time? Let's say you say, I'm done, 2023, I'm done. How long would you work part-time, and how much could you earn doing that?
Yeah. So I'm thinking I work part-time until I can tap into my retirement funds, which is what, 65?
That's not, I mean, you can get to it at 59 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
But do you really think, I mean, is that going to be, could you do it for 5 years? Could you do it for 10 years? Like, how are we going to get you health insurance? What's happening with that?
Yeah, that's right. So one of the reasons I want to still keep working part-time is to hold on to my medical insurance. Right?
So that would be 10 years, 55 to 65. Okay. What do you think you could earn? And again, enough to get health insurance and enough to maybe just like keep you engaged, but not too much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So part of my current salary, maybe 100K. So really go
Okay.
50% of my 50 to 60% of what I'm making right now. Yeah. So let's say 100K.
Okay. And then would you think you could do this at your current employer? Or would this mean a totally different job?
Oh, here's the thing. I thought I was going to retire because I thought I was going to start hating it. I love my job.
Mm.
I love it even more now. I don't know why. It
Hmm.
went the other way. Yeah. I'm consulting. So I get to see all sorts of different clients all the time. So,
Oh, so you really can make this work.
oh, yeah. Yeah. Even if it's with this employer or another employer, I mean, everybody
Okay.
needs consultants, right, Jill?
I guess. It depends what you're consulting about. But you get health insurance through the companies where you consult, or do you go through a third party to get you the consulting gig? And that's where you get your health
I go
insurance.
through a company. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm what they call a
Great.
W-2 employee.
Great. Perfect. Okay. So let's think about this. Yes, you'd give up your 200 grand, but if you were just working from 55 to 65, we could essentially stop making any retirement contributions. Maybe do you get a match at all?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very small.
I mean, you might just put in up to the match and then you just live on the 100 grand a year. Could you do that? I mean, because obviously it's not 100, it's 100 after tax would be less. I think that what it would look like is you would be able to clear about, let's call it $5,500 a month from $100,000 a year. Okay. So all we would need to do is from your investment account and your savings account, something between the two, we'd need $2,000 a month. Seems reasonable, right? You could do that. The only thing that might be a little bit unnerving to you is that you'll have to spend the money that's in this non-qualified account, the 300 that's in the individual stocks and mutual funds. You'd have to spend it down and you'd have to be okay with that.
Yeah. That's a weird shift in thinking, isn't it?
Yes, that's why I'm pointing it out to you. Now, it is also possible that you say, well, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that. Maybe I really want to make enough money so that it's only $1,000 a month out of that account. I mean, because you have the ability to kind of choose your outcome, most people don't have this, which is great opportunities as a consultant that you might be able to just net neutral, but you'd have to know that you're spending some of your money. And that would mean at the beginning of every year, you would have to know that there's $2,000 a month freed up, not invested in that account, in that stock and individual account. Then you could just pull it out. I would probably make it so that it was funneling into your savings account as almost like pay, like you're paying yourself. Then you let everything just continue to percolate. And then by the time you get to be 65, the next thing that has to happen is when you stop working, what I would suggest is from 65 to 70, assuming taxes are in the same place. We don't know. That's a pretty big assumption. I get that. But let's just pretend tax law hasn't changed. Between 65 and 70, what we would have you do is pull money out of your pre-tax retirement account. And that would be all the money that you need to live on. That would be your $7,500 a month. I would have you do it right there. And then at age 70, you claim your Social Security, you're golden, goodbye, you're done. I mean, you don't have to work after 65, but I think that's the game plan.
Okay. Cool. So
Now,
work part-time up to 65.
Yep. Use the pre-tax retirement account from 65 to 70. At age 70, claim your Social Security benefit. And then you just supplement that with all this other stuff that you have, the pre-tax account, the Roth account. And if any of this like freaks you out too much, then kind of scale it down. Maybe it's age 55, I'm making 200. Maybe you say, you know what, for the next year, let me see what it looks like to make do a little bit less. Maybe make 150. See how that feels. I think just because you're a conditioned saver, it could be hard for you to do this.
That's the shift.
Yep.
And even I've got an advisor who's like, you got to start putting stuff in, protect some stuff and take it out of stocks. That is such a weird shift for me.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, because you need it, right? So when you need your money, that's when you have to make a change in the portfolio. So I think you can do this, Mo D. The obstacle is more of an emotion, as you said, the emotional shift, than it is anything else. It's going to be hard to go from 200 to 0. It might even be too hard for you to go from 200 to 100. So why don't you see, how often do you get, like, how does this work? Do you go on lengthy contracts? Is it time or by project? How does it work?
Yeah, time and by project. So, I can have a client that wants me for 3 months. I can have a client that wants me for 1.5 years. Just depends on the project.
And do you do one at a time or more than one?
I'll do one at a time, and then I also have to do other work. But yeah, one at a time.
Maybe you give up. Maybe you do one at a time and you start with that and just say, I'm not going to do anything beyond the one at a time. I think you're going to have to experiment a little bit. It's going to be fun. You got a nice time horizon to figure it out.
I tried it. I did a 6-week sabbatical, and I found out, Jill, that I was spending more money than I ever.
Well, but also when it's the first 6 weeks, people say that all the time.
It was scary. I went back. I was like, I can't do this.
Right. Well, we're learning so much. I mean, especially if you like working, I would keep doing it, just not as much. All right.
Think the other option I have too is, remember, I've got 2 homes. At one point, I won't be able to take care of both of them. So
exactly, you can always sell a house. Do you think you would stay in one versus the other? Is one a better house to sort of age in?
Yes.
The vacation one or the big
Correct.
one?
The newer vacation home. Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Well, you got $1 million. Have fun. Go crazy.
Awesome. So you're not afraid for me. Okay. I'm the one who's emotionally freaking out.
I thought I was I read your email and I'm like, wow, why is she going to retire so early? But the facts are much better than the email indicated.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
cool.
you're in good shape. You really are.
Oh, thank you.
If you need anything else, do let us know if we can help you. Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, Jill.
Now, I know you're heading into a long holiday weekend, so please, please, please be careful and don't think too much about your money. Do have fun. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy everything that's going on. But if something does kind of start to percolate and bug you a little bit, feel free to send us a note. Just go to JillOnMoney.com and click the Contact Us button. We'd love to hear from you. It's Friday, and now we got to do some business. Our music is composed by Joel Goodman. Mark Talercio is our executive producer and king of all things web. We are distributed by Odyssey. In fact, you can subscribe to Jill on Money on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts. Please lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.